I knew when I was riding a pommel lift, a surface lift at Buck Hill Falls, back when it was open, and I saw a lesson going on, and I said, boy, if somehow I could figure out a way to make a living doing what that guy's doing, teaching that lesson, I'd love to do that. Well, somehow I kind of have, and it's been great.
Ski and snowboard season is heating up. This is Pocono Mountains Podcast, Season 3, Episode 35. I'm Jim Hamill. Chairlift Chats is back with a new edition after a couple runs down the mountain at Ski Big Bear at Masthope Mountain. The resort has been open since December and is benefiting from some New Year's snowfall and some cold nights to make snow, too. Plus, it's the ideal spot to learn how to ski or snowboard. The instructors are great. In fact, we'll meet one of them and also chat during the chairlift ride with Lori, the GM, who's wonderful to share chairlift with. More on that in a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions of people with 2,400 square miles of mountains, forests, lakes, and rivers, with historic downtowns and iconic family resorts, including 6 ski resorts. It's the perfect getaway for a weekend or an entire week. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Now back to the episode. Ski Big Bear is one of 6 Pocono ski resorts, as I just mentioned, cranking out the snow when it's cold enough, and glad to have Mother Nature cooperating with some fresh powder, even just this week. We'll share this segment on the upcoming February Pocono Mountains magazine, but here's the full unedited chat on the chairlift at Ski Big Bear. Enjoy. Hey folks, Jim Hamill here, and I've got Lori Phillips, the GM of Ski Big Bear, with us here, and we're back for a little chairlift chat here at Ski Big Bear. This is at Masthope Mountain, so in order to get on the chairlift behind us, Lori, we gotta go down the mountain.
That's right. Here at Ski Big Bear, we're what's called an upside-down mountain, but what's great about that is everybody gets the view. No matter what level skier you are, you get to the top of the mountain, and across the way, we see the Catskills of New York State. So it's a beautiful view.
It is, and here we are getting into the season, and we want to have a little chairlift chat with Lori and some other folks here on the mountain, so come along for Chairlift Chats on PTN. All right, let's go, Lori.
All right. Well, welcome to the Thundercloud chair. This is a fixed grip double-double, so it gives us a little bit of redundancy when we're looking for a backup if a chair should break down, but more importantly, it allows us to run one chairlift when we're slower, and we can open up that second one as we get busier.
So you guys have the chairlifts. You also have the magic carpets here at Ski Big Bear. What's the importance of those, especially when it comes to beginners overall?
Sure. So magic carpet is like a moving sidewalk for the snow. And we've all been on moving sidewalks at airports. And basically what happens is with your skis, you scoot onto that magic carpet and it gets you to the top without you having to let your feet leave the ground, so to speak. You scoot up, and when you get to the top, the magic carpet kind of gently pushes you off onto the snow, and it makes that first day of skiing that much easier. It takes out some of the intimidation of a chairlift ride.
So tell me, though, this is Chairlift Chats, and so we're not only just talking about, what Ski Big Bear has to offer here in Pike County, very close to the Lackawaxen River, all the different trails and the different amenities, but also just like what is it that you love about skiing here in the Poconos? You've done it for how many years now?
Oh, way too long. I don't want to say that number, but it's a great activity for families. I just had a week last week where my nieces and nephews came up to visit. My great nieces got out on the snow this year, and it's just a multi-generational activity. You get your family on a chair. We're not really on devices. We're talking to each other. Yeah. We're talking about that run we just had. We're remembering past great snow days that we've had. And it's a good opportunity to reconnect with friends and family. No matter how well you ski or ride, when you get out on the snow, you're playing. And playing is what brings you to life. We all need more play in our lives.
Especially in the winter months. I know you guys operate Costa's Family Fun Park in the summer months. So you switch around, your focus as soon as Labor Day hits, and then you're right out here, you're making snow. How much effort does that take? You guys have a huge staff here this year.
We have a great staffing, and if Mother Nature cooperates, we're going to be able to lay down some great snow this year. But we've been lucky to get the staff that we need. We're able to provide lessons. We're able to provide rental equipment. We sell you a ticket. You can do stuff online, so you don't have to even stand in line to get your ticket. But with the amount of snowmaking we're able to do, we can get 18 trails open. We can get all 4 chairlifts operating. We can get 3 magic carpets and a sun kit operating. All of those are beneficial to our guests so that they can create great memories with their families and friends.
You guys also have lodge that is really massive. You walk inside, it's so opulent how high the ceilings are. And then you got a lot of food offerings. So really you could operate ski here too.
Yes, you can. So the great thing about the lodge is it is large and very open, but yet has that cozy mountain feel. Yeah. There's several fireplaces in it, and then you can get a bowl of soup, you can get a hot toddy, you can get whatever you want to enjoy after skiing. There's a sports bar environment. There's also a sit-down restaurant. There's a snack bar if you're just looking for pizza and burgers. So there's something there for everybody. And yeah, you can hang out in there as much as you want and really enjoy relaxing with your family when you're off the snow.
So there's a community all around this. You've got Masthope up here. So you got a lot of people who are seasonal in some right. So you're expecting a pretty huge crowd potentially this weekend and the holiday weekends left here in the winter months, right?
Yes, weekends in general are a really strong time for us. People who want to avoid crowds come up weekdays. Right. But, you bring up community. And yes, we're located in Masthope Mountain Community. And it's funny, we had a conversation this morning. One of our previous employees mentioned to me, what I loved about skiing there was the sense of community. You really get to know the people that you're skiing with, and you feel like you're friends and neighbors. And it's really a comforting feeling. I think so often today we're behind devices. We're on social media, and this really gets you out in front of people, and you're talking to people that are like you, enjoying the snow.
That is what, I grew up around this area too, and know just that Woodlock's right down the road, Lodge at Woodlock. There's various other things, like we did a story recently on Sylvania Tree Farm, introducing that family and that gorgeous, setting there along the Delaware River. So this area just does have that kind of, you're off the beaten path. You're kind of in a wooded area, so to speak, but you also have so much availability to things that, the nice confines of home, right? Yeah. It's like the home away from home. So that's what you guys can provide people who come up here seasonally to enjoy the skiing, the snowboarding, and snow tubing.
Yeah, we're really lucky to be able to work with our partners at Woodlock, Settlers Hospitality, Sylvania Tree Farm. We've got connections down with the groups down in Milford Hospitality. Everybody in this area is out to create memories with people, and we all work together. And it's nice to have a good team that you wouldn't really expect. In a lot of places you go, you don't get this type of teamwork.
Huge amount of collaboration here in the Pocono Mountains. And where can people find out more about Ski Big Bear online? We got social media, we got the website, get all the conditions and updates, right?
Yep, so if you just Google ski-bigbear.com, you're going to find our website, and we're on social media at Ski Big Bear PA, and hopefully we'll catch up with you and give you all the information you need to enjoy a great day here.
Lori Phillips, GM of the Ski Big Bear at Masthope Mountain. Thanks for joining us here on Chairlift Chats. This is the first one that we're really going to put out on Pocono Mountains Magazine, so thanks for being the inaugural one for that.
Of course, and thanks for coming up to see us. We're always glad to have you.
Very cool. Thanks again. Hey, it's Jim Hamill with Pocono Mountains Podcast and PTN, as well as Pocono Mountains Magazine, and we just got off the lift with Lori Phillips at Ski Big Bear, but I'm next to kind of a big deal, Mark Absalom. This guy is an award winner, a veteran ski instructor here in the Pocono Mountains. Mark, thanks for joining us here on Chairlift Chats. You've been here for a long while doing this. Does it ever get old for you?
It never gets old, Jim. I just love it. It actually keeps me young. Yeah. I'm around people that want to be outdoors in the middle of winter. So we're all a little crazy in that regard. But, growing up in the Poconos, I knew when I was riding a Pommelift, the surface lift at Buck Hill Falls, back when it was open, and I saw a lesson going on, and I said, boy, if somehow I could figure out a way to make a living doing what that guy's doing, teaching that lesson, I'd love to do that. Well, somehow I kind of have, and it's been great.
That's fantastic. You've been doing this for, decades now.
but tell me what it is in this modern day. There's so many more people, especially since maybe 2020, who have really kind of like turned their attention to outdoor winter sports. And so has that kind of driven, I think, more business for Ski Big Bear, but also more new skiers for you to train and teach?
It has. It's been robust. I think it got people to think differently about the outdoors. And, you know, I've always known it my whole life that this is one of the best kept secrets is the wintertime activities out skiing on a mountain. There's so much that goes into it, from the snowmaking to the lifts and the grooming. But we get to teach people a lifetime sport that they can do with their families. They can do it all over the world in some of the most beautiful places in the world.
That's a very valid point. I mean, I didn't necessarily learn until I was a little bit older, but it is true that the younger you are, the easier it comes to you.
There's no doubt. Less fear. You're closer to the ground. You know, I always say when there's a little sleet storm, adults, they look out the window and go, I'm not walking out there.
Right.
Kids, they run out the door and go sliding as far as they can. So it's a natural for kids to like to, take a liking to this sport.
Yeah.
Adults, a little more a time, but once they get it and they realize they can control it, through guided lessons, through people giving them just little tips, little things that will make their experience better. I couldn't recommend that more for adults, is to get into the lesson world and learn those tricks. And it really will become something that you get used to and you'll have fun with.
Ski Big Bear is a pretty special place. I know we talked about it with Lori, about just, all the things that you guys have going on here, from the magic carpets that make ski instruction a lot easier for those novices, right? I mean, those are pretty important tools for you guys to utilize when it comes to getting people comfortable on the mountain before they have to take the daunting chairlift, like we are right now.
No question about it. The carpets, and we have a great setup here at Ski Big Bear. This is actually my 5th ski school that I've been a part of, that I've actually run. And I believe this is the best teaching area in the Poconos by far, because our carpets are built around the idea of a very simple gradient for the first carpet that they ride, first little pits that they go down. It takes away fear, gives them a chance to build skills. Our next 2 carpets are on a little bit more of what we call a true beginner hill that most people know, and it lets them build their skills. It actually takes that scariness of the chairlift out of the picture when they're first learning to ski.
Yeah.
And then once they feel comfortable, they go to our beginner chair. We show them how to ride the chair, how to put the bar down, how to get off the chair, and those types of things. And once they've got it, they've got it. It's a lifetime thing.
It is that. It's just what is it? Crawl, walk, run. And so you guys have the crawl, you have the walk, and you have the run here.
Exactly.
And that's really unique to what I think the Pocono Mountains has to offer. A lot of our ski resorts, all 6 of them, do provide lessons, do provide that kind of ramp up. But here especially, that is the focus that Ski Big Bear has here, I think, for families, who just want to adopt this and say, now's the time for us to try something new as a family. So I applaud you guys for all the efforts that you put into that. You have a good team of instructors here too. I know that I've had my kids get some instruction from them as well, and at times I could probably use them myself.
Well, I'm blessed. I stepped into this school that had some experienced leadership here in the supervisory positions, some mature people with background in skiing. And, of course, I've been part of, the Professional Ski Instructors of America, really ever since I first heard about it back in the late 70s, believe it or not. And so we've blended together with my experience in the ski teaching world and professional ski instruction world, and their passion for the sport and knowing this mountain the way they do. We've put together a really good team. I think it's really one of the best teams out there for if you're going to go and learn to ski.
So if people want to get lessons, there is a cost, but it is affordable too. Tell us what the rundown is for lessons here.
Well, you can do a group lesson, and for many people that's a more affordable entry. We have a package deal for that, and it goes all the way up to individual private lessons. That tends to be the very best way, because we do the one-on-one type of individual instruction, the ability to see what their strengths are, what their fears are, and match right at that level. And it ranges anywhere from $50 all the way up through $115 for our private lessons.
Very cool. So Mark Absalom, you are the snow sports director here at Ski Big Bear. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you've been here for a long time. We want to congratulate you on your recent award as well. This is like a pretty big deal. Real quickly, give us a little rundown before we hop off the lift.
Well, I was honored to receive the Snow Sports Leader of the Year award for Professional Ski Instructors of America Eastern Division. It was voted on by my peers, so I feel that was a really big deal as well. And I just feel blessed to be doing something that I love. I get up in the morning, and this is what I think about when I go to bed at night. But I get up in the morning enjoying the chance to get out here and share this with other people. And like I said, it's all about introducing people and families to a lifetime sport, and it makes winter fun.
Mark Absalom here on Chairlift Chat, Ski Big Bear Mountain, Ski Big Bear at Masthope Mountain, forgive me. And thank you again for joining us here. We
Jim,
appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Ski Big Bear at Masthope Mountain, some of the best family fun for the winter months anywhere in the Pocono Mountains. For all the updates on the ski season, you can head to PoconoSki.com. Our thanks to Lori and Mark for riding up the chairlift with us for this episode. Watch and listen for some more chats soon. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week, highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen. We hope you enjoyed Pocono Mountains Podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.